Hello all, welcome to Technostic. In the series of artificial intelligence, our today's topic of discussion is Turing test. It is very important part of this entire series as it forms one of the baseline of the origination of this branch of study. So first let me tell you what exactly is Turing test. So the inability to distinguish the computer response from the human response is known as Turing test. So I'll tell you in detail what exactly it is. Let's just first discuss about some of its history. So in 1950, there was a scientist named Alan Turing proposed a test as Turing test that suggested that the test based on common features that could match with most intelligent NTP, that is human being. The art of creating the machine that performs the function which requires intelligence. So what he did was he created a test to distinguish that whether a given response is from a human being or is it a machine. So what essentially was it is that it needed three people. It needed a question like a person over here, let's say host will ask the question, and there will be one screen over here, opaque screen, through which he cannot see that who is sitting over here in the opposite side, whether it's a human or it's a machine. Now what he'll do is he'll ask questions, and on the basis of what answers he receives, he'll tell that whether the given creature on the other side is a human or a machine. Now there was entire like list of questions that he used to take, and he used to note all the answers, and based on statistics he used to tell that the given person is a human or is it a machine. It was a very efficient test during those times, and it was based on the four approaches that were first. The baseline was these four approaches that were acting humanly, thinking humanly, thinking rationally, and I'll write fourth over here, acting rationally. So what basically these four approaches are, let's see. So Turing test is suggested to have physical interaction between computer and interrogator. An interrogator will ask the computer some questions, and based on it, it will give the response. This person will give the response that whether the interrogator will give the response that whether on the other side it's a human being or a machine. On the base of these four factors, that is acting humanly, acting like human, thinking like human, thinking rationally means what is correct, and acting rationally means what is correct. Okay, so let's just see into detail what exactly all this means is. So the computer will need the following capabilities. First, the computer vision to perceive the object, and robotics to manipulate the object. Okay, so if you want to compare a computer with a human being, the computer, to be capable of being a human or being like a human, to think like a human, it will need two main things, that is vision, perspective, and robotics to manipulate it. So it should detect the object and then use it to identify and do some manipulation with the object. So the computer could have following properties, that is first is natural language processing to enable communication successfully in English, and second was knowledge representation, knowledge representation to store what it knows and what it hears, to store what it knows and what it hears. So first it will communicate successfully, then based on the given inputs by the user, it will store what it knows and what it hears, or like what it just looks and hears, it will record that. Then automated reasoning, of course you have data of user now, and now it needs to be reasoned that what exactly the interrogator is trying to ask, to make use of string machine information, Then machine learning to adopt, and fourth one is machine learning to adopt new circumstances and make predictions to find patterns. Now it's very easy. First is NLP, that is for successful communication in English, like from computer needs human like language, so it will use NLP for that. Then knowledge representation, it will store all the inputs that it gets from the user, and then it will use automated reasoning to study what exactly information is given to him and what can be the particular response to the question. And fourth is machine learning, that if he doesn't have any similar kind of data in his system, that if I'm asking say for example, if I'm asking a machine that give me bananas and it only has in his system give me apples, then we require machine learning to adapt to the new circumstances and give on based on the current data to make the new prediction and to find patterns between what is needed and what is to be done. So this is all about Turing test and what computer needs to do to understand all these things. So we saw what is Turing test, who was Alan Turing, when was this discovered, when was this invented, what exactly is Turing test, what needs to be done, what are the 4 factors that needs to be performed in order to make a machine think like a human. Then we saw how machine will work whenever he is given any task, and what are the computer capabilities that it should have. First it should have computer vision and then robotics to perform things. Then we saw that properties the computer should have to act like a human, that is NLP, knowledge representation, automated reasoning, and ML. So this is all about Turing test. It is one of the very important topic of artificial intelligence, as it is known as the origin of artificial intelligence. Not in the literal sense, but it is one of the step. So thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more such content to our channel. Also do like, share and subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get the latest video updates to our channel. Thank you.